Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Bring It Down. So I noticed that we had this rejuvenating miasma effect. Animate Dead doesn't require a corpse in this area due to a lingering necrotic stench.
What's next?
So let's take advantage of that. And do the flying ghouls. Then I'll upcast Aid to level 4 to buff up the ghoul and heal everybody else. And continue exploring this very pleasant place.
Another step forward.
Descend, assemble. Evacuate.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Alright, so this may be the way forward. I was thinking this was.
Descend.
I found a fresh mind, a humanoid brain alive and in perfect condition, suspended in cerebrospinal fluid. I think that's what it says above the art itself.
Descend, assemble. Liberate.
Okay, so that counts as a long rest. We got all of our spell
My
slots
faith
back.
will guide me.
Well, in that case,
Descend, assemble.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Evacuate.
The platform's already here.
okay, so yeah, this platform will take us all the way down there. Well, let's not do that yet. Plus, the long rest station tells me there's a boss fight down this way.
Never a dull moment.
And this should be a dead end as well, so we're going to head over there.
Descend, assemble.
The stench. I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
Oh hey, it's us!
Pretty red, pretty pink. Make more, never think. Always chop, chop, chop.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
What is this place?
Nursery. Here. They become.
Become what?
Part of one mind. 4 little feet dancing to same song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
But there is one little kitty dances to another song. Same song as you.
He's surely talking about us. What did you do to all these people?
Chop, chop. Help them become.
Where can I find this little kitty?
Locked up. Bad kitty. Thinks it is other.
I need to find your master, Ketherick.
Master. No. Down. Deep. 1 of 3. 1 of 3.
Why don't I send you to join all these creatures you butchered?
Yes. Yes. Please.
A hero at heart.
Alright, so I'm still not sure that as a paladin I can attack a non-hostile creature, so I'll have Will do it.
So much blood. You could row a boat through it.
You sought to fight, and now you have one.
Not for long. Time for jump.
The iron is hot.
Talk to me. On the move.
Death. Free at last. No more chop. Chop. Chop.
Alright, so he has Fly and Devour. Find a knocked out, prone, or sleeping target and deal 6 to 33 slashing damage. Heal that many hit points.
Survival is all that matters.
Concentrate.
Letter to the Absolute. A childish scrawl ringed by doodles. Dear Absolute, teacher says to write. He says it is like a prayer. We can see your tower now. Hope it is bright and smells nice like Mother's temple. Teacher says she will follow us soon. Please send teacher better dreams. He is grumpy. When he is tired, he bounces the cart around a lot. We promise all to be quiet and good so he can sleep. Of course, there's a stuffed bear. So they're using children to make the intellect devourers. I'm not sure what sort of host the tadpoles need to make the mind flayers. That's pretty dark. This book is all but crumbled to dust. making it impossible to read.
These boots have seen everything.
More cage key. A small iron key dappled with blood and slime. Found on Chop, deep underneath Moonrise Towers. List of rules. A list written with the painstaking care of a child. Certain entries are underlined as if for memorization. Teacher's rules. Ride in teacher's cart away from the soldiers. Don't look the guide in the eyes. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Butchered mind.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
Same description as the other minds. That one looks pretty cool. The rest of them are a little too much, I think.
Not design, but death.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Oh, summon us. Oh, 55 health too. Well, that's cool.
Friend, we are here for you.
You are keen to join me. Don't you want to serve the Absolute?
What absolute? The absolute does not care about us. And we do not care about the absolute. We are different. And we are saved. Friend!
See, I'm glad we gave the Intellect Devourer a chance. Now, I don't know if the Intellect Devourer is a good example of nature versus nurture, but here we are. You may draw the wrong sort of attention if people see you by my side.
We will not cause you any trouble, friend! We will project a different form that will cloak us from all but your closest acquaintances. You and your friends shall see us as we truly are. All others shall see a kitty, a small predator, indigenous to this world. They kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most cunning.
Well, neat. Also, while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and summon our ambient ally.
Baldur know my design.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Our design.
An offering from Moonrise Towers.
Death Shepherd. Alright.
Got to press on.
Profane Wound. Oh, resistance to radiant damage. Yeah, let's go with this. Alright, Cambion, what can he do? Rays of Fire, hurl 3 Rays of Fire, each ray deals 3 to 18 fire damage. Fiendish Charm. Charm a humanoid to prevent it from attacking you. You gain advantage on charisma checks and dialogue. You can only charm a humanoid once per day with this action. Rush Attack. Draining Kiss. Lay a deadly kiss upon a foe charmed by your Fiendish Charm. The charm condition will end if the target takes damage from your tainted lips.
Victor's path.
Good job, Will. And Us has Devour Intellect. Consume a creature's mind. Its intelligence is below 4, it takes damage and is stunned. Otherwise, its intelligence is reduced by 3. And Synaptic Discharge. Expel a wave of telepathic energy. It's pretty exciting. I know that I can just let go and use up all my good stuff because there's that long rest station. Let's see what this guy's all about. I'll send my paladin to deal with him, I think. Necrotic Veil. A deadly miasma grants the affected entity 20 temporary hit points. While the affected entity has temporary hit points, it is resistant to all damage except radiant damage. It cannot be turned. We've seen the Undead Ward aura. Oh, this creature can't... Oh, we've seen that before too. All skeletons are like that. Alright, I still plan on jumping over here.
Let's make this quick.
I speak, they burn.
So it definitely says hits all creatures in the line of the eruption. But we didn't hit us or the flying ghoul there. Well, so far I'm not very impressed with the summons. We might level up off this fight, too.
Let me recite their demise.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we already leveled up. Cool.
This is my time. Time to push my luck again.
Alright, well, let's level up. Level 10 Paladin. 8 hit points. Another Lay on Hands charge. An Aura of Courage. You and any nearby allies can't be frightened. The aura disappears if you fall unconscious. Level 10 Cleric. 7 hit points. Another level 5 spell slot. Divine Intervention. You can cast Divine Intervention to invoke your god's aid. Once used, this can never be used again. Okay. And a cantrip. Ooh, thaumaturgy. Gain advantage on intimidation and performance checks. That could come in handy. A blade ward. Single target though. And produce flame. A flame in your hand. Well, we've seen this before. Halsin has it. I'm gonna go with thaumaturgy. Level 10 wizard. 7 hit points. Empowered evocation. Your grasp of evocation magic is tightened, and you can add your intelligence modifier to damage rolls with any evocation spells. Get a cantrip and 2 spells. I'll do Acid Splash. Throw a bubble of acid that damages each creature it hits. So many of these spells require concentration. I guess I'll do Conjure Elemental and Conjure Minor Elemental. Only because they don't require concentration. Level 10 Warlock. 7 hit points, we get a cantrip. Fiendish Resilience. Choose a damage type and become resistant to it. You can pick a new damage type each short rest. You can only have one type of resistance at a time. And a new cantrip. Friends might be worth it. Another casting of Mage Hand would also be worth it. So I do put him in melee a fair bit. Or I try to anyway. He usually sits back and casts Eldritch Blast. But Fire Shield may be worth it. Let's do that.
Light on my feet.
Not design, but death. Boulders
You know what? Let's go ahead and go back and grab that long rest. In case there's another fight before we descend on this platform.
Obey. Liberate. Evacuate. Down.
I feel glorious. Well, good feelings never last, I suppose.
True mind, willing mind. Slack-skinned head. A resonance stone. The stone gives you and those around you the something condition. Resonance stones heighten emotion in those who stand within their radius.
Calls out for
I was steeped in bliss. Seized by great joy, affected entity is more energized and also more mentally compliant. Entity has advantage on physical checks and disadvantage on mental saving throws. Entity is also vulnerable to psychic damage. Yeah, rune slate. A series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read, and yet, you sense their meaning nonetheless. A flash of nautiloids lining a great dark void. One mind with one purpose, moving in concert through the darkness between planes. The design in action before the slave minds rose and ruined it all. Same description. A final mournful entry, carrying with it a vast hollow feeling of grief. A colony in decline. The elder starving, falling dormant to preserve its strength and lie in wait, for some salvation to come. Balthazar's notes. Experimental notes written in Balthazar's precise hand. His obvious deficiencies aside, it cannot be denied that young Gortash has the mind of a scientist. Before his latest invention, the Illithid library was no more than rows of brains swimming in the cerebral slop. With his device, we no longer need psionic power to access the memories contained within, only to insert the subject and speak to it directly. I do wish he were not so eager in testing the device on more recent subjects of his own, however, nor in leaving their skull shavings scattered along my workbench.
the moment.
Eye patch.
The
An eye patch. Wonder who it belongs to. Or belonged to.
Well, that doesn't bode well. Yeah, maybe she is. Prayer for forgiveness. Forgive me, Father, for I cannot help but admire the chosen of your sworn foe. Enver Gortash's genius will take us far, but fear not. Those of Bane always fall to the same folly. They cannot see the beauty of obliteration. The absolute hoax will garner false love from new slaves. Once I build a large enough army, I will use our hold upon the absolute slaves to begin this vile world's end. I can see the path through Gortash's brilliant plan. Gortash, Ketheric, and I will seize the Netherese relics to control the crown, then use the crown to command the Illithid grand design. The dead three, age-old foes, our dire patrons, will be bosom friends for a time. Father, you created me to be the last soul alive. When the time is right, my power is assured. I will slaughter Gortash and Ketheric upon your altar, for I myself hope to die when the world itself is gasping its last. At the end of this all, Father, there will be not a single creature living. Everyone will die. Everyone will die for you. I will make you proud. Note appended at the bottom of the page in a different hand. Ha! Orn was right about her sibling, Baldur.
We will take the city.
We'll keep the eye patch on hand.
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
Oh, is this where we put the mines at?
Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which day is it?
Who is this he you're talking about?
We are his pets. His plan. Lord Gortash.
It's the first day.
The first, yes. 5 days since you put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed.
It's the second day.
Eye hurts, head hurts, but he says I am past the worst of it, that I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his miracle and a name. True soul.
It's the third day.
She whispers in my mind. She sings, praise the Absolute.
Tell me about these others.
Separate cells. I never saw them, but when they changed...
My head! I can feel them in my head!
Okay, which one was that? The True Mind. Right, the Butchered Mind.
Shh! This place listens. It knows. If we're going to escape, we have to be smart.
Smart, right. Use our brains.
Right. You get it. I've been watching, learning. This place is alive. A big thinking thing, and it needs our flesh to grow. I've seen them put corpses in the walls, and they just melt away. So we've got to trick it, see? Make it think we're part of it. That's why the door's only open for... Wait. How did you get in here? Away, slave! They might have taken your mind, but they won't have mine! Shh. This place listens. It knows. If we're going to escape, we have to be smart.
You know a way out.
This place is alive. A big thing. So we've got to wait.
Okay, same description. On to the next mind. True mind. No, wait, we did that one, right? Willing mind.
In all my heart. And you.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Acoustics are a little off in here. Which is... where, exactly?
Never mind that. Tell me about this Lord Gortash.
He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest, but the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up.
No need. I think you got the part.
Truly? And my ma said the singing would come to naught. Thank you, thank you! The owl bear bore Owlwill's icy ire. The owl bear bore.
Okay, fresh mind is next.
My head hurts. Can I go back to bed, Mummy?
How did you get here?
I live here. This is my house. Our house, right, Mummy? We saw a big spiky snail that fell out of the sky. I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. I wish you'd stop waking me up so much.
Big spiky snail is obviously a nautiloid. Let's ask about it. Big spiky snail.
With big wiggly legs.
Well, it's time to go back to sleep then. Good night. You.
Night, night, Mummy. Love you.
Oh, we can't destroy it. Oh, fair enough.
They won't be laughing much longer. Won't be any more of this. No gnomes in the city, watch, Brevin. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know how it gets me into the watch, but he seems the smart sort. Won't be laughing. Won't be laughing when I'm a watchman.
Yeah, I don't think the head was supposed to be floating there.
Won't be.
Alright, so the slave and dark minds were the ones we found back on the nautiloid, right?
They're in my head. They're in my head! They're in yours too. It won't be long now until we're changed. Am I dead? I don't want to die, but I don't want to live. Not like this. They're in my head. They're there. Am I dead?
There's the slave mind. Now it's just the dark mind left.
one soul.
Oh, my darling Carolina, how I'd love to wine and dine ya, but you chose my foolish brother over me. And when you two are wed, well, my heart will be but dead. For my sister you will sadly surely be. But my brother, he's a loser, and I take you for a chooser. So perhaps one day you'll leave him high and dry. And if you choose another, what's more loving than a brother? Yes, a stand-up, homely, gentle sort of guy.
Well, holding on to all these paid off.
Prepare the march, my chosen.
Oh, there's another mine back here. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll finish exploring this area, I think. And then we can descend this platform and confront Ketheric Thorm. Now, we still haven't found Mole, which has me a little concerned. Let's make sure I get everybody up here. Alright. Well, I'm gonna call it here for now.
Let's get going.
Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.